Alright, we're back. Hello everyone. So, Bonds and Laura actually Bonds just came back from the Blue Room, but before that Bonds and Laura had made the drug bust over in Birch Park. So, after they dropped the two prisoners off of the jail, then Bonds went and stopped by the Blue Room, checked on Jack. He was a little drunk, talked about how his daughter, Kathy, was in the hospital in a coma because of a drug overdose. So now he's back at the office, and he also learned while he was there that Jason Taselli escaped the jail. So we're gonna drop the radio off to recharge. Talk to Lieutenant Morgan, I believe. I think he's wanting to talk to him. You wanted to see me, Lieutenant Morgan? Yes, I need you to review some evidence from the Hoffman case, Bonds. Check out the black notebook for clues about this man and his activities, and run an ID check on the gun. There's something very strange about this case. Think you can clarify the picture, Sonny? I'll do my best, sir. Well, have at it, Detective. Hey, he called you Detective. Yes, sir. Alright, so, Sonny, what are you waiting for? Get to the evidence room immediately. So we're going to go check out the evidence room. Check out the notebook and the gun. Hey guy, what can I do for you? I need to check some evidence, Russ. Unless you're on another one of your 2-hour donut breaks. Smart ass. What's the case number? Yeah, we'll give him. I don't think we can give him this, can we? No. We'll give him the file though. Got 2 items for that case, Sonny. Do you want the revolver or the black book? Well, it's not a revolver. It's a semi-automatic, but it's all good. Here you go, guy. Alright, so we'll look at the gun once more. Russ, I need to take a look at the piece we confiscated from Hoffman. Here you are, Sonny. Enjoy. So, 97649, we've already written that down. That's definitely a semi-automatic Smith & Wesson. Okay. And now let's take a look at the book. Hey Russ, I need to see the black book we took as evidence in the Hoffman bus. Sure guy, just like always, you can't take it anywhere. You've got to look at it here. You begin flipping through the pages, reading Hoffman's notes to himself. His handwriting is scratchy and hard to read, but you decipher it. You're used to reading memos from Sergeant Dooley, after all. This is some pretty interesting stuff. $2,000 collect, I think. RG Monday. Set up HD gambling. That's probably a Hotel Delphoria. Blackjack 4 o'clock. Bring chips. Initiate plan for dealer RO. Meet JM and LW Wednesday 7 o'clock. I think that's Jose Martinez and Lonnie West. Cindy $100. Pick up ammo, eggs, milk, coffee. Meet NW Boss 8:30. Don't know what that is. 3 o'clock. Lunch. Robert G. Shake up Ratty Bob and Big Jim. Terminate Lonnie West and Jose Martinez, probably. Sunday poker with JB, that's probably Jesse Baines. Evaluate East Coast profit margin, call East Coast. Meet Gutless Wonder, initiate plan 3 immediately. And Jesse Baines, obviously, no big secret, but spoiler alert, he's the Death Angel. And you would know, if you played the original 2 games, even the 3rd game. Alright, so that's it. We'll go back upstairs. Excuse me. There you are, Sonny. I came by to tell you that when you're done checking out the case evidence, Lieutenant Morgan wants to see you. Okay, I'll be there in a few minutes. That's pretty much it. Don't need any of the other files. I mean, there's not really anything else you can do. We got the FBI poster. I mean, we could do it again, I guess. 60321, I think. Now we've already printed it, so we don't need to do that. Enter new file code. So that's pretty much it. I mean, we've already done that. I think there might have been a mistake on their part of the game, because there's not really any reason. You could read through the book, but that's about it. It's just reading through the black book, and then helping it. It helps you helps allow you to progress through the game, and then you have to go talk to Lieutenant Morgan again. So I don't know if there was anything else you needed to do except maybe get on here and look up the phone number. So let me tell you, because I can't remember if I actually did tell you on the other video which numbers you need. So I'm going to do it now. The numbers you need, excuse me, are Jack Cobb. You need this number, 555-7627. So write that down. This is optional. Stephen Johnson, 555-3833. He's the patrol officer he met with at Caffeine Carol's. You can call him. He talks about going out for a pizza. I don't know that it gives you any points. In fact, I don't think it does. Keith Mandel is the other one that's optional, 555-2837. You call him, and he talks about getting a pizza that weekend. Again, I don't think you get any points for it. It's just part of the story, I think. And Joseph Morgan, you definitely need this. He's a lieutenant, 555-3784. That's Sonny's boss. You need that number for when you're undercover, so you can give him a call, give him a couple calls, and let him know what's going on with the operation. And that's it. I mean, you could get Laura's number if you want. She's your partner, 555-8833, but there's not really any reason to. That's about it, okay? So those are the numbers you need. Now what we'll do is let's go ahead and call Jack real quick before we forget. 7627. Hello? Jack, this is Sonny. Oh, Sonny, listen, I don't really feel like talking. I know, Jack. I just wanted to tell you that I'm sorry. If there's anything I can do for you, Jack, anything at all, just let me know. Thank you, Sonny. That means a lot to me. There's nothing I can think of, but thanks anyway. Sure, call me if you need me, okay? Okay, goodbye, Sonny. Goodbye, Jack. That was just about the most difficult phone call you ever made in your life. You're glad you did, though. You wanted Jack to know you were thinking of him. You suddenly remember the time that Keith had to call the parents of a young 1144. I think that's a fatality accident. You realize that you probably have many more terribly hard phone calls to make in your career. You try not to think about it. They make you sick to your stomach. So I don't know that it gave us any points. I don't think it did. I think on the original first game it does, though. Excuse me. So that's about it there. We'll go ahead and leave. Go to Lieutenant Morgan's office. Yes, sir. You asked to see me? Oh, hello, Sonny. Yes, I wanted to talk to you about Marie Wilkans. You possibly know her as Sweet Cheeks Marie. Yes, sir. I know the young lady. She evidently knows you, too, and thinks rather highly of you. Anyway, she's been arrested for soliciting. We'd like you to approach her with a deal. We're going to be starting an undercover operation at the Hotel Delphoria. We want to infiltrate the narcotics ring by way of the illegal gambling that goes on there. We know Marie Wilkans has connections at the Delphoria. We think Marie Wilkans can get us in there. In return, we'll do our best to get the charges dropped. I need you to go to the jail and discuss this with her, Bonds. Give her a minimum of information. We don't want her in danger, but we think she can help us. Any questions? No, sir. Okay, then. From what I hear, she'll probably cooperate with you, Sonny. Rumor has it she's stuck on you. I guess I'd better get going, sir. Good idea, Sonny. You're not sure, but you think Lieutenant Morgan is suppressing a smile. Grab a radio. We'll head out. Sonny's going to go down to the jail. Talk to Marie Wilkans since she was picked up for soliciting, prostitution, and see if she'll help Sonny with the operation. Always put your gun in the locker. Geez, Sonny, do I have to see that ugly mug all day? Just keep away from mirrors, Paul. So where's the prisoner I'm supposed to visit? She's in one of the cells. I hear she's an old flame of yours. So have you and her performed nature's mystery dance? Well, you just think about it on one of your lonely Saturday nights, Paul. Thanks for all the great info. That guy proves that evolution hasn't been 100% effective. Sonny, I'm sure sorry I didn't listen to your tip about the sweep. You've got to help me. I'm afraid I pressed my luck one too many times. I can't afford this bust. They're going to put me up in county this time. Sonny, those women are scary. I'm not a hardcore criminal. I never hurt anyone. Isn't there anything you can do for an old classmate? Possibly. The department's been investigating the Hotel Delphoria, trying to gather enough evidence to move in. Right now, we don't have anything that stick. You might be able to help. My boss, Lieutenant Morgan, has a plan that he believes will get us close to the main dude, someone they call the Death Angel. This guy's the worst of the worst in the highest order of social parasites, Marie. He's not only sucking the blood of society, he's spilling it. Want to help? Will it get me cleared of these charges? I just can't go to jail. I can't guarantee anything, but Morgan and I can talk to the prosecutor on your behalf. Just between you and me, I think the odds are in your favor. You'd be doing the department a major favor, but that's just between you and me, right? I'm not guaranteeing anything. So what do you think? Okay, Sonny, it's a deal. Great. I've got to head back to the station. A car will be sent by shortly to pick you up. I'll see you later. Whatever you say, Sonny. Thanks. You're puzzled by a strange warm and fuzzy sensation after your conversation with Marie. Easy, boy. You've got to concentrate on the business at hand. Anything less than 100% can prove fatal. You think she might be willing, but the atmosphere in this prison is a little too much like a cheap Linda Blair movie. Someplace more romantic would be better. The sight of Marie behind bars sickens you a little, but at least it means she's off the street and not turning tricks. So we're at 149 on the score out of 225. Might as well sit back and relax. Lieutenant Morgan will be sending a car over for you. I'll see you later at the station. Thought there was extra points you could get, but I guess not. Hey, Sonny boy, sounds like Marie's warm for your form. Gonna get a little free? Paul, I swear, one of these days you're going to open your mouth a little too wide and you're going to force me to jam my fist into it. There's an uncomfortable silence. Sorry, Sonny. Alright, so we're going to head back to the station now. Grab your gun. we'll save it right here. Save it on alternate. "8332, please proceed directly to Cotton Cove. We have a report of a possible 1144. That is all." Okay. You're not 8332 anymore, you're 83 Nora 10, but we get the idea. So this is Cotton Cove right here. So you're going to turn right, you're going to enter right around here. But 1144 is, I think, a fatality or dead body, either one. I believe that's the water running that you hear. Sounds like a motor. Mike: "Hey Sonny, what's up? I hear you found a dead guy the other day. We have one too, so there." Mike always did have an odd sense of humor. It's Officer Mike Shannon. It's Officer Todd Ballou. "The poor guy is pretty seriously dead. You wonder what happened to him. You recognize that? You were driving one. I think they meant were. You were driving one just like it until your temporary promotion. It's your undercover vehicle. It was confiscated in a large drug bust upstate and issued to the department through a program which redistributes these assets to local law enforcement agencies. The spring rains have things around here a little greener than usual. These trees have grown in the cove for as long as you can remember. Looking at all the plants that grow in the cove, you try to imagine Lytton before it was a city. You wonder if the whole area was this green and beautiful. A good-sized stream runs through the cove. You used to fish for crawdads here as a boy. Outcroppings of rock show here and there where stream erosion has stripped the earth away. This is Cotton Cove. Okay. These trees have grown in the cove for as long as you can remember. You touch the tree affectionately, wondering if this was the one you carved your initials on in the 6th grade. You feel a brief pang of guilt. You should concentrate on adversaries more intense than crabgrass. There's more than a little poison sumac in the immediate vicinity, Bonds. Were you able to reach them from here, you'd find them to feel very rock-like. Okay. Don't mess with someone else's unit, at least not without their consent. That's not unnecessary stuff at this point. Okay. A dip in the stream would be refreshing, but there are more urgent matters at hand. That's about it, right? Oh man, I'm not feeling so hot. Officer Shannon doesn't feel like talking right now. I wouldn't get too close to him if I were you, Bonds. Hey Todd, what do we have here? Todd: "Dead guy, Sonny. What's the matter? Something wrong with your nose?" "We got an anonymous phone call about him just a few minutes ago. Sounded like a kid. Poor little guy was probably out riding his bike and came across this bummer, huh?" "Yeah, poor little guy. The way the kids in this town have been acting lately, I wouldn't be surprised if the kid offed him with his slingshot. He was probably looking for bubblegum money. You guys are twisted, you know that? Hey, if I wasn't making jokes, I'd be barfing my heels. I hear you on that one, bud. Investigate if you're gonna, Sonny. The coroner is coming for this dude any minute now." Officer Ballou is busy. Okay. Don't pester Officer Ballou. I think that's how you pronounce it. He's busy. Officer Shannon is looking a little green around the gills there, Bonds. You probably shouldn't touch him. Wouldn't you have been freaked out if he answered you? Alright, so we'll check out the body. You lift the sheet off the body. He's looking pretty bad. You guess he's been in the river for a day or two. Oh well, it could be worse. It could have been a week or two. Yep, this is just about the deadest body you've ever seen in Lytton. The dead man has a tattoo over his left nipple. It appears to be a red rose. You carefully replace the sheet on the body. So, who is he, dude? Do you have any idea? He's very gray and waterlogged. You feel the contents of your stomach slowly rolling around. I think it might be Taselli. I can't be sure, though. Think so? Nothing like a solid opinion. Thanks, Sonny. Yeah, thanks, Sonny. We'll inform dispatch. Yeah, okay. So that's about it. So it's Jason Taselli. We'll head out. Actually, let's save it real quick. See you later, Sonny. Yeah, pleasant dreams, Sonny. Later, you ghouls. So we're gonna head back to the station now, because that was the original intent. And we'll drop off the radio for recharge. Because, you know, that's what they would do in real life, right? And honestly, you're not going to need the radio anymore after this anyway. Can't remember if you need to go in here first. I don't think you do. You got a busy signal. Captain Morgan has to spend a lot of time on the phone. It's actually Lieutenant Morgan, but hey, you got promoted maybe. Nothing new. Nope, okay. I just tried calling Lieutenant Morgan was all. But printer hasn't printed anything, therefore there's nothing to take. Yeah. We'll go to his office then. Save it right here. Hello, Lieutenant Morgan. Ah, there you are, Bonds. We were just getting ready to discuss plans for the Delphoria operation. I believe everybody has been introduced, so let's get started. Bonds, you'll go to the hotel in disguise using the name of Jimmy Lee Banksten. Marie Wilkans will have already been there for several hours socializing in the hotel bar. When you reach the hotel, you will rent a room, then go directly to the bar. Once there, you'll socialize with the bartender. You should buy a drink or two, but I don't have to tell you to keep a clear head. Marie will introduce you to the bartender, Alexander Parker, whom we suspect of facilitating the illegal gambling. If all goes well, you'll get yourself invited to a private poker game. Once you've infiltrated the game, discover what you can about the narcotics ring and the identity of the Death Angel. Be sure to report back to me with any important findings. Think you're up to it, Whitey? Just one question, sir. Why is my nickname supposed to be Whitey? Ha, I thought you'd never ask, Sonny. Here you go, a bottle of extra-strength peroxide compound for bleaching your hair. Get it, Whitey? I'm afraid so. What's the rest of my costume look like? Oh, it's this white high-roller suit hanging on the coat rack over here. Pretty tacky, actually. Oh, joy. You look perfectly tacky, I'm sure, Bonds. Any questions, Miss Wilkans? No, sir. Yes, I do have a question. Alex Parker is my friend, Lieutenant Morgan. I don't want to throw her to the wolves. What's going to happen to her after this operation? It's kind of you to think of your friend, Miss Wilkans, but you'd do better to look out for yourself. Actually, all we suspect Alex Parker of is facilitating an illegal gambling operation. That's not a tremendously serious charge. If she cooperates with us, things will probably go easier for her. But will she go to jail? I honestly don't know, Miss Wilkans. That's the best answer I can give you at this time. Are you reconsidering your offer to help us? No, Lieutenant Morgan, I'll do it. Just promise me you'll do your best by Alex. I'll do what I can, Miss Wilkans. Why don't you head over to the hotel now? It's getting late. All right, I'll see you there, Sonny. I'm going back to the narc room. I've got a lot of work to do. Sonny, just put the peroxide in your hair and leave it there for a few minutes. It's pretty strong, so don't leave it there too long. Otherwise, we'll be calling you Baldy instead of Whitey. You better get started, Sonny. Go to the locker room and get changed. Don't forget to bleach your hair. And come back here for a quick final briefing before you leave for the hotel. Yes, sir. Lieutenant Morgan, the dead body in Cotton Cove was Jason Taselli. Well, I can't say I'll cry over him, but that means there's somebody worse out there. Go on, Sonny. Maybe we'll catch him in the Delphoria operation. Goodbye. Bonds, what are you doing back here without your disguise? Go change and hurry it up. Hair dye. I bet you never thought you'd be using this stuff. Of course, you probably never thought you'd be using a blow dryer and hairspray to keep that fine dew in place. Not now. That's something you need to. That's not something you need to do. Just exactly where do you think that would fit? All right. You hang up your hustler suit, you're glad to be rid of it. It's your horrid Whitey disguise. Change into disguise. Oh god, it's a leisure suit. You also find a wallet containing the undercover money you'll need. So we don't need anything else. You tuck at your clothing to achieve a slightly more comfortable fit. Undercover money is your wallet. I'll bet you wish it packed a little more heft. He's got to change his character up a little bit. The way he does things. Opens doors, pushes buttons. Hello, Lieutenant Morgan. What do you think? Am I convincing? Very. Your own mother would have to look twice. How do you feel? Pretty good, sir. I'm ready. You have to be ready, Sonny, and wide awake. You know you'll have to go in without a weapon or a wire. If those men were to catch on you were a cop, they'd kill you in a heartbeat. Understand? Yes, sir, I do. Lieutenant Morgan? Yes, Sergeant, what can I do for you? I'm afraid I have some terrible news. Officer Jack Cobb's daughter, Kathy, died in the hospital about an hour ago. Apparently she never woke up. My God. Thank you, Sergeant Dooley. I appreciate your letting me know. You've spoken to Jack, yes? Yes, sir. Sonny, I think the importance of this operation is obvious to you. These men are killing innocent kids. They have to be stopped. Remember to keep a level head, though. Rage will only get you killed. These people, if you can call them that, are not to be trifled with. Be sure to check in with me after you've made contact with them. Yes, sir. I'm going to get them. You can be sure of that. Good. Head on over to the hotel, Sonny. Don't let this distract you. Let's go, Sonny. You can't space out. It could cost you your life. Alright, so we're good. And that's about it. We don't even need to go back to the office. You can check, but I don't think we need to. You got more important things to do, Bonds. Let's get moving. Yeah, so we can't really do anything else. I don't even think you put the keys back on there, can you? These keys are only meant to be used in the undercover car's ignition. I thought at one point you could put the keys back on the board, but I guess not. I could have sworn I did it once a long time ago. Guess not, though. Like I said, it's been a while. All right, so I'm gonna end the video here. Actually, no. I'll get us to the hotel, and I'll end it there. And you're not going to be coming back here, so if you need to save it, save it. But there's nothing else you need. You just need the money and the key. But it's always good to save. Actually, I am going to save it right now. So now we're going to be on our way to the Hotel Delphoria. And Hotel Delphoria is right here. The last thing to touch that sign was the top of a Winnebago. The sign's been a little sensitive about being touched ever since. Leave the poles alone. Clean sidewalks. Keep your hands off the asphalt. Try walking on it. It would be unprofessional to put your nose on the glass and stare, Bonds. Just walk up to them. They're automatic. It's your car. The sign says Delphoria. Nice maroon overhang, as maroon overhangs go. That's the street address of the Hotel Delphoria. This is the semi-beautiful, outrageously expensive Hotel Delphoria. These poles hold up the overhang. They get knocked down by an old lady with blue hair, or a little old man in a fedora driving a 150-foot RV at least once a year. It's the driveway. This is where the valet would take your car and park it for you if you were staying at the hotel. The sidewalks in front of the Hotel Delphoria are sparkling ribbons of pure white concrete. It's the mat that triggers the automatic doors of the Hotel Delphoria. Stunning Art Deco doors. Big plate glass windows open onto the Delphoria's lobby. That's about it. I don't think we can do anything else. Yeah. If this were one of these incredibly improbable cop movies full of car chases and shootouts, you'd probably end up diving out of an upper story window and landing safely on this overhang at some point. But it isn't, and you won't. Funny. Alright, so we're gonna go inside. Actually, yeah, let's just go inside. I'll save it there. How about that? What a nice thick carpet. You decide you like it even though it is a queasy sort of color. It's the hotel elevator. It's the elevator button. It's a bushy green plant. It's a marble column. The registration desk, you're impressed. You've never seen one that doesn't have gang writing carved into the top. These are pigeonholes which hold messages for hotel guests and spare keys for the rooms. Anyway. Try pressing the button, Bonds. When you touch the leaves, you discover the plant is silk. You're somehow disappointed. The column is smooth and cold. People are going to start wondering why you're stroking that column, Bonds. That won't do anything helpful. That's about it. Alright, so we'll stop it here. So that's about it for this. Now we're on the hotel undercover operation, and the next video we're going to explore the hotel a little bit and meet up with Marie Wilkans, and we'll go from there. Alright, so hopefully these are helping you out. Hope you enjoy. Give it a like if it's helping you and if you enjoy it, and subscribe. Press the bell icon and after you subscribe. But subscribe if you want to see more content, and then hit the bell icon so it notifies you when I do post more. And other than that, I guess I'll see you on the next video.